So this is how the Hillcrest board works. It was around 2000, sometime between 2006 and 2007, I think. It could have been 2005. But I was walking my dog in between my building and the building next door, and a downstairs window was open, and I overheard a woman on the phone. This is like 2 a.m. in the morning, and she was saying, yes, a little girl. That will be, I don't remember the exact amount, but it was like $50, $75, and she said something like, 45 minutes. And then I went back upstairs after walking my dog and noticed a woman and a child get in a taxi. So, not one to assume the worst, and certainly not one to ever want to talk to the police about anything. I discussed it with multiple people, multiple neighbors, including the woman who lives right next door to her, and I asked her if she ever noticed anything weird, and she said, oh no, she goes to my church. Oh, okay, that makes it okay. And then a board member across the street says, oh, well, maybe she was selling puppies. Cop says, I live here, I don't work here, which I don't hold against him, but the thing is because it's coming from me, nobody wants to act on it also. Like, I'm not a credible source, so that's why it really, your life is over when you can't even help a little child. But here's the interesting thing I want to make before this runs out. The board changed the rules saying that you're not allowed to walk the dogs between the buildings. So even if you're just like dilly-daddling, like, holding your face to the sun, you're not allowed to just have your dog on a leash in your hand and stand between two buildings. That's how they react to things. So, and along with I've told the story before, the management company accused me of doing something to, I think she said her name was Mrs. Johnson, and there's so many Johnsons, I don't even know who that is. And she said that to me, and I said, I don't even know who you're talking about, because I didn't know any names, and I didn't tell the management company, because that's Lou Bataille, and I don't want to ever talk to him about anything. But it got round to him. But isn't that interesting that their response is to make sure that neighbors can't, accidentally overhear something like that. And, if they truly believe that I would make something like that up, see, that's the thing. I am more inclined to think that they've got other stuff to hide or whatever. So that's what I'm dealing with. And that was why I did actually call anonymously. I tried to call, I don't think you can call anonymously. I was in denial. *67, I'm sure they had my numbers. They knew who I was. And it was, I don't want to say who it was, but the wife of a cop. And she wanted me to come down and talk in person, and I was apprehensive to do that, and just wanted to tell her what I knew, and then she could take it from there. But you know what, I don't remember exactly how that was left off, but I know that I never spoke to them about it again, and I really felt like they were all like acting like I was the bad guy. So that was why I had this inclination to just, I'd never call, well, that's not true. All right, I'm talking too much, but that was why I sought out a higher authority momentarily, and the story goes on from there. But the whole point of this is, isn't that interesting that I was half sleeping, just taking my dog out for a late night pee real quick, in and out, and happened to walk by an open window and heard something like that. And that is what I heard. Phone rings. Hello. Yes, I have a little girl. This amount of money. This amount of time. taxi cab leaves with a child. It's math. And if it's something that I cannot imagine what else it could be, but the idea that my neighbors immediately meet it with, like, as if, how dare I say something like that? It's the same thing with Robin and the prostitutes. It's like I told the board, it's like, you think that on a piece of paper you're going to be able to decipher, like, what's up with people. You can't. People lie about each other, people gossip. That's why the police gathering intelligence mechanism is a joke. You've got a lot of backstabbing people who want